So in my last video, I talked all about how you can show up more on stories and get confident in actually showing your face on stories. So today I'm going to talk to you about how you can increase your engagement and increase your views on your stories. So I have a question for you. When you're doing your stories, are you using the free engagement tools that we have been given by Instagram to use to literally boost our engagement? And that is using the location. Are you using the poll sticker? Are you using the question sticker or the emoji slider? Now, we now have the small business sticker and we have the DM me feature. We have so many new features that we can use on our stories to get more engagement. And I know that if you don't do it correctly, you can just do the question box and then you have 100 robot comments saying that you've won a free iPhone, that you've got a beautiful feed, I love your content, all these spammy messages. So I'm going to tell you now how you can actually sequence and arrange your story so that you are getting the best results possible. The first thing that you should do is actually talk on your stories, do a lead up before you post that question box, before you say this is the question, because when you just post that question box out of the blue, it's not giving your audience time to think about what their question is. So most of the time they won't ask you something, because if it's just one slide out of the blue, this is the question, they're thinking, oh, I'm not ready to prepare what it is that I have to ask you. So jump on your stories first, talk a little bit about what the topic might be that you are going to ask, and then say, hey, in the next slide, I'm going to post a question box and I want to know if you have any questions around this topic. Something that I have found works really, really well for me is I might do a quiz sticker first, or I'll talk on my stories first, and then I'll do a quiz sticker, and I've given my audience an option, A, B, C, or D, or underneath that I'll write none of the above, and I have this question to ask with an arrow pointing to the next question, to the next story, and that's where I put the question box, and in there that's where they can write whatever question they have. I have found that method works really, really well, and you'll get a lot less spammy comments, or you might still get quite a lot, but you'll get a lot more genuine comments as well. So try that with your next story and let me know how you go. The next thing that you can do is try to use the poll sticker. So this is the sticker that says yes and no, but you don't need to have two opposing opinions. When you do that, you could do a beautiful photo and you could do love heart and love heart eyes, so that people don't have to have an opinion one or the other. They're just engaging with your story, and the more that they engage with your story, the more your content is going to show up in their feed, the more it's telling Instagram that you have valuable content that they like, and the more views you will get as well. So try doing that. I do that all the time. I do it at least every day. I do a poll sticker and I'll have exactly the same opinions on it, but it just gets people to actually engage with your story. Now the next sticker is the emoji slider, and you would see this all the time with I'm pretty sure it has the little love heart eyes and you can swipe it across. You can actually put text in there as well and then put the emoji slider, but that's also a really good way to gauge what people are thinking. So you could face it the other way and you could write questions next to it, and then somebody would have to slide it down and answer which one they think. So it's a really easy way to get people to engage with your stories as well. And the next one, which I love, is the DM me feature, and that is creating that one-on-one connection with your audience. It's getting people to message you directly, which is so valuable. Yes, it's getting people to stay on the platform longer, which is what Instagram wants. They don't want you to be using features that gets people to go off Instagram. They want you to stay on there and talk to your audience and engage with them. Getting them to DM you directly is genius. So definitely make the most of this feature. It's pretty new, so I know that not everybody has it yet, but it will be rolling out So I have it, I know that a few other people in Australia have it. So if you're in a country that still doesn't have it, be patient because it is coming soon and it is so great to use. If you're not utilizing your DMs, then that's a whole nother video that we can talk about. Also, when you're posting your stories, use your location and geotag the location to get more views. And you can incorporate hashtags as well. Now, you don't have to have them visible. You can actually put the location and then just drag it off the screen, and that still works. With your hashtags as well, you can cover it by a sticker or a photo or something like that so it's not visible, but having those in there gets you more views and more people to your page as well. So using the free engagement tools that Instagram has given us really help to create that two-way interaction with our audience. We start to learn what they like and what they don't like, what they want to see more of, what questions they have, and getting all of their questions and a good understanding of what they like and don't like really helps you to create the content that you need for a successful Instagram. Because once you start to understand what drives your audience, you'll start to have better results and you'll start to get sales and your Instagram will grow and all of the things that you want out of your Instagram will start to happen. So I hope those tips helped. If you liked this video, then please hit the subscribe button and hit the little notification bell so that you get a notification every single time I do a video. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.